A warrior's mindset is something, it's a concept that goes beyond just the battlefield. It's a mindset that defines how we react to life's challenges, how we act in the face of diversity, and how we react to fear. Most people think that warriors are born with that courage, strength, and resilience. But what if I told you that a warrior can also be built? What if I told you that warrior mindset already resides within you and it's just waiting to be unlocked? Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Talk. My name's Chad, and today I want to talk about developing that warrior mindset and finding it inside of you, being able to harness it and focus that mindset and that strength in a positive direction or in a positive light. Because the reality is we all have it. We just don't know how to use it. Some of us have no idea that we even have it. I want to talk about how you can control that fear and master that fight or flight instinct that we all have. A true warrior moves through life with courage, empathy, and compassion, but they're not reckless about it. And that strength that they have isn't something that they feel the need to flaunt. Instead, it's a quiet force that fuels their action and inspires others. With that, let's talk about what it means to me to have that warrior mindset and how to develop yours. A warrior's mindset, it doesn't come from strength or aggression. It doesn't come from violence, like many of us are led to believe. It's grounded in compassion and empathy. A warrior understands the value of life and the importance of other people. They don't act for selfish gains, but rather for the greater good. And that understanding allows them to be both fierce on the battlefield and gentle at heart. With compassion is the force that guides a warrior's actions. It's what stops them from using their strength to unnecessarily harm others. A warrior knows the power that they hold, but they don't feel the need to impose it on others. Instead, they inspire and uplift those around them. It allows a warrior to connect with others, to understand what others are going through, and to lead with a purpose. And that's what separates a warrior from a bully. While a warrior and a bully may have strength, only a warrior are tough. Only a warrior will use it with wisdom and care. One of the most crucial skills that a warrior possesses is the ability to control their fight or flight instincts. When we're faced with stress, our bodies naturally release adrenaline, and that triggers a primal response to either confront the threat or run from it. And that response can be useful in certain situations. Left unchecked, it can lead to irrational actions instead. And warriors are trained to be able to manage that adrenaline dump in those stressful situations. Instead of letting fear dictate their actions, they're able to use that as fuel for focus and precision. A warrior is able to remain calm under pressure, even when their heart's racing. And believe it or not, mastering that fight or flight instinct is actually quite simple. It's not easy, however, it is simple. Exposing your body to stressful situations in a controlled environment, it helps you become accustomed to managing that stress. And this can be achieved by taking cold showers or doing ice baths. It's one of the many, many benefits that you'll get from those. Because when you step into that cold water, your body immediately goes into a state of shock. You want out, it sucks, it's uncomfortable. Your breathing deepens, your heart begins to race, and your mind will tell you over and over that you have to run and you have to get out and flee from that discomfort. And that's that fight or flight response kicking in that you can teach yourself how to control. But in the moment when you choose to stay under that cold water or in that cold water, and you start controlling your breathing and fighting that fight or flight instinct, you begin to be able to take control and override that instinct. You begin to stay calm under pressure, to control that fear instead of allowing that fear to control you. Over time, these small acts of discipline develop into resilience. It's important because in times of uncertainty, hesitation can be costly. And a warrior has the ability to act quickly, instinctively, and decisively. They've been able to train their mind to evaluate a situation and determine the best course of action to move forward with confidence. And that decisiveness, it doesn't come from luck. It comes from the constant exposure to difficult situations, the discomfort that they put themselves through. Just like a soldier in the military, most of them weren't born with courage or that warrior mindset. Instead, they were able to become warriors through rigorous training. And you're capable of doing that too. Because when you're constantly putting your mind in that difficult situation and teaching yourself how to adapt, you begin to be able to react accordingly. Whether it's taking on a difficult project at work, pushing your physical limits, or stepping outside your comfort zone in social situations. As these experiences, they teach you how to handle that stress and make decisions under pressure. And some people might look like they were born with that warrior mindset. Some actually are. But the reality is, most warriors are actually built. If you think about most of the soldiers in the military, hardly any of those guys were born warriors. They were just ordinary people who trained through education. Through that training and exposure, they were able to achieve what many might even consider the impossible. Because their courage, strength, and resilience, that was forged over time. And the same can be true for all of us. Every difficult situation you encounter can be seen as an opportunity to build that warrior mindset. As every time you push yourself through fear, discomfort, anxiety, stress, you are becoming stronger. You can educate yourself and learn about the warrior mindset and spirit. Study those who exemplify it, whether they're historical figures, military leaders, or just simply people in your life. And what qualities do they possess? How did they develop those qualities? Expose yourself to new challenges. Start by doing something small, maybe something that you've been afraid of. Maybe it's asking for a raise, or maybe it's as big as a public speaking event. Because over time, these things will build up to massive resilience. What do you think of that? Pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite trails. Training your body and your mind through physical fitness it's a key ingredient to all of this. It's not about looking strong, it's about feeling strong and being strong for yourself when people actually need you or when you need you. Because when you train your physical fitness, when you train your body, that also is exposure to teach you to push through and face those discomforts and enjoy them. And the same goes for mental training, whether it's meditation or prayer or even developing a new skill. You need to challenge yourself regularly. You need to embrace that fear and develop that courage. One of the biggest misconceptions about a warrior is they don't have fear. And the truth is, a warrior feels fear just like anybody else, but they don't let it stop them. They use it to act. That fear can be an extremely powerful motivator if you teach yourself how to use it. When you feel fear, instead of backing away from it, lean into that shit and ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? And when you do that, more often than not, you'll feel or find that fear is just being exaggerated in your own mind. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's having the ability to move forward in the presence of it. Every time you act in the face of fear, you're developing and building that courage muscle. Eventually, over time, those actions will become easier and easier. A true warrior doesn't have or doesn't feel the need to provide strength because they realize just how powerful they actually are. And they don't feel the need to impose their will on others for validation. Their strength don't feel the need to show it off. Instead, you use it wisely to help and protect others. We all have that warrior inside of us. And this isn't about becoming somebody else or something that you're not, and embracing that inner strength. You already have the ability to act decisively and control that fear. They don't feel the need to prove their strength because they know it and they control it. And they use it to make the world around them a better place. Ask yourself, how are you going to develop that warrior mindset? Because you need to start today. Whether it's taking a cold shower, facing that crippling fear, or making that decisive choice in a difficult situation. These small choices, these small moves will begin to shape the way that you choose to act and decide and move through life. A warrior mindset is not about physical combat, although it helps, but it truly is more about mental clarity and resiliency and a belief in your own abilities to overcome, because you have the power within you. If you made it this far, do me a favor and go down in the comments section and type that word warrior, just that one word, warrior, that have the ability to make it past a minute or two and who still have an attention span that hasn't been stolen by all of these shorts every single day. You have the ability still to focus on one thing for more than a minute. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up. I hope you guys are showing up for yourselves and those super things that you guys are giving me. And thank you. I truly, honestly and deeply appreciate your generosity. That's all I got today. I hope you guys were able to get something out of it. I hope you guys were able to find some sort of value and pull something out. And I hope you guys are able to take action and find that warrior inside of all of us. With that, I appreciate you, and I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful day. Peace.